I did glutes and hamstrings. So for this, I did hip thrust, RDLs, Bulgarian split squats, sumo squats, and hyperextensions, and I did all of this for 3 sets of 10. So I started out with hip thrusts. So here, setting my upper back on a bench, placing the barbell across my hips, and I'm driving my hips upward, and I'm squeezing my glutes until my body forms almost like a straight line from my shoulders to my knees. And then I'm just gonna lower it back down slowly. Next, I did RDLs. Here I'm holding the barbell, dumbbell, whatever you want to use. I used dumbbells. I'm holding the dumbbells, I'm keeping a slight bend in my knees, and then I'm pushing my hips back, like hinging at the hips, while lowering my weight, or lowering the weight down my legs. So you want to feel like a deep stretch in my hamstrings, and then that's when you drive your hips forward to like get back to a standing position. So for the Bulgarian split squats, I'm gonna place one foot behind me on a bench, and then I lower my back knee toward the ground, and I push back up using my front leg while I'm trying to keep my balance. And then you're really trying to push up through that front heel. And also for this, I have dumbbells. I'm holding a dumbbell in each hand going down. Okay, so then you have sumo squats. So sumo squats are like a variation of regular squats, so they just involve a wider stance. So you're going to have your feet a little more than shoulder width apart, and your toes are going to be turned outward, and then you're just going to lower down by bending the knees and hips. And then you're going to drop back up through the heels. Here I also have a dumbbell, and I'm just holding it down like in the middle, and then when I squat, I just drop it with me and then bring it back up. Okay, so finally we have, I finished off with hyperextensions, and then here I'm anchoring my feet, and then I'm bending at the hips to lower my upper body down. And then I'm gonna raise back up by squeezing my glutes and lower back. Okay, so this is a very high energy workout because it uses larger muscle groups. So fatigue builds across all 3 sets pretty quickly. Okay, so from like a module's perspective and what we learned, this is a strong example of the fast-acting and slow-acting hormone response to exercise stress. So during the heavier lifts like the hip thrusts and RDLs, the body releases epinephrine and norepinephrine, which, as we know, it rapidly increases the energy availability by breaking down glycogen stores through glycogenolysis. Oh my. Okay, so as the workout continues, cortisol and growth hormone also play a role. Cortisol helps maintain our blood glucose by supporting gluconeogenesis, while growth hormone helps shift energy use toward fat metabolism. Okay, at the same time all this is happening, insulin is staying low and glycogen increases, which helps keep blood glucose available for working muscles and prevents low blood sugar during training. So this whole workout is basically an example of how the endocrine system constantly adjusts fuel sources so that my muscles, or anybody's muscles, can keep producing ATP through all 3 sets of 10, or whatever variation you have of 3 sets of 10.